this is the second part of the latest video I put up. If you haven't seen that video, it is called My Hair Horror Story. Plus, I also show you a little bit of the Dyson Air Straight, which is the wet to dry. This video is all going to be about the products I used, how I used them, would I recommend them, and all of that type of stuff. So if you want to see what I used, how I managed to get my hair from this to this, then keep on watching. First up, let's put these glasses up. I'm just gonna put them like this because I don't like the glare that it's showing. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of what I used to use when my hair was first, well, like this. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I had to use milk, okay? I had to go to the fridge, get a cup of milk and dump it on my head. That's the very first thing I had to use. Honestly, I didn't fully understand the whole concept of putting milk on your head when you have 3rd-degree burns, but apparently what I was told is that it helps soothe the scalp. Basically helps, well, the way it was explained to me to put milk on your scalp when you have 3rd-degree burns is it helps soothe the scalp. It helps slowly get it to the state where you're able to put some other product on it, like say conditioner, or even put water on your head, because my scalp was that bad. Like I had 3rd-degree burns. It was that bad. It was blistering. It was red raw. I couldn't lay on, like going on a simple pillow, I couldn't lay my head down properly. Like it was in constant agony. After that, I did go to hairdresser. I did go to the hairdressers. I picked one that is really good, really recommended. We went back and forth talking about different things, talking about my goals and all of that, which I was actually kind of shocked. I've never had a hairdresser have an appointment like this where she asked what was my goal in a year's time, what was my goal in 5 years time of my hair, like what is my end result that I want with my hair, like how long do I want to grow it, do I want to just keep it short but get the health back. Like she was asking so many questions that I've never been asked before in a hairdresser salon. So my mind was completely blown, to be honest with you, and it kind of took me back. And we came to the point of, I loved my split hair. Two things we had. I loved my split hair, the black and the pink. I also loved the blackish purple roots and the pink ends like I have now. We loved it, absolutely loved it. I showed her photos of it and we were like, we have to get my hair health to the point that I can definitely do that to my hair, because there's no point doing it now because it's my whole head's gonna fall out. And she said, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, your hair is better off if you shave it off and start again, but we could possibly try to bring it back, but it's going to take a long time. And I said, look, I don't look good bald. I don't want to shave it. I want to try and grow it and fix it. I know there's going to be a lot of haircuts, but it's what's going to work for me. So that's the baseline that we started with. And I will try and put up photos the best I can. Some of them will have to be screenshots from old TikToks I did, because my hair used to be see-through and everything. Not a vibe. Never doing that again. That was horrible. I could see it was bad, but I thought no one else could see it was bad. And the state of it, because the photos don't do it justice, because I hated getting photos taken or anything or taking photos, so there's not many photos of it. So basically I used to have a big fringe over like this all the time, and it was fried off about here, it was fried off here. Like you can still see there's a bit growing here. It's still growing. Like it's gonna take a long time. Like this probably happened, I would say we're going on 2.5 years. I would say 2.5 years we're going on, and it's at this point, which to me, a lot of people I know will say, well, that's not a lot of growth. No, it's not a lot of growth, but you can't grow your hair if your hair's not healthy. And I had to learn, I had to do scalp, a lot of things to my scalp, because that's where it comes out of. But you also got to take care of your ends, because you can take care of your scalp as much as you want, but if your ends are fried and it keeps going up the split ends, there's no point. You can't save that. Another thing I want to mention is, no matter what we're doing to my hair was growing, started to get thicker, but it started to grow on this angle and we couldn't quite fix it. Like it wasn't working. So I had to constantly get it cut to about, I would say, yeah, it was like this. It was cut like short. And then I would say in the last 6 months is when it actually started, like in the last 6 months is when it actually started to properly grow, properly be hair, basically. Like I can run my fingers through it and it doesn't get stuck, doesn't feel like straw, doesn't feel like hay. Like if you've had a chemical cut before, if you've had fried bleached hair before that falls out just by touching it, just a simple flick, a whole bunch of hair will fall out, and you know what I'm talking about. Let's get into the products. The first one I want to talk about I don't have anymore, so I'm going to put it on the screen, but I used Georgie, I think it's Georgie Main. I used that for a while. I did a little video about it I loved the products, okay? I'm gonna put it this way. I love the products, I love the smell of the products, but I think my hair was too far damaged for their products to properly work. Would I go and buy them? Some products yes, some products no. I might try it again in the future, but what I have now has actually worked for my hair, so I'm not going to just go and change it when it's working, so I'm just going to stick with that. That's all I really have to say about that one. Like, if you have severe damaged hair, I don't really recommend that one. Each hair is different, but that's what I used first, and you could see it was growing my hair. It was helping me grow my hair, but my hair was growing like this, so then we had to just chop it. Now I went to the hairdresser and had these leave-in treatments probably about 6 months. So every 2 weeks for 6 months I would go to the hairdressers, she would wash my hair, she would put a treatment in it, and then that's just what I had for every 2 weeks for 6 months. In between doing that, I was told if I want to, I can attempt to wash my hair and all that by myself, but we want the natural oils to develop to form again. So between those 2 weeks and getting my hair done, I tried my best not to, because, you know, I had 3rd-degree burns, and then it got a little bit better. Like, it wasn't as red and the blisters were gone, but it was still a little bit red, but I wasn't getting my oils back still, so we're trying to get the oils back and doing all of that. So after those 6 months, I could finally go on a regular hair washing schedule, and I was actually told that this one, which is the L'Oreal Paris Stream Lengths, I use the shampoo, conditioner and hair mask. I was told to shampoo my hair, then put the hair mask in, and that's just what I was doing for probably a good while. I was using this range. This is my 3rd bottle. I only use this if I've run out of my more expensive products, so if you want a cheaper alternative, this is amazing. In between that, I had a K18 hair oil, and I was told hair oil and the leave-in mask, try and use them the best I can and more regularly at the moment. While my hair was so severely damaged, use it more regularly. So that's what I was doing. I was also told, now at this point my hair actually did get to the point where I could do a proper wash, and I was told to do this detox wash from K18. I was told to do this wash because now I could actually probably wash my scalp properly, and I was told to only do this once a month, so that's what I stuck with. Now I only use this probably before hair rewash day, so that's probably every 6 weeks. Sometimes it's longer, it really depends how I feel. Sometimes I don't use it for like 6 months and then I pick it up again, so it really just depends on how my hair feels. And now that I'm on 10 quarter, I'm going to have to use this more regularly. So I got colored hair, so I gotta try and work around that, which I will show you how I do that. Between this whole process, the one thing I learnt was to oil my ends before bed. So I love this oil. Ugh, you got hair on it, gross. I also loved this oil, don't get me wrong, loved it, but it put bumps on behind my ear because I found out they use ylang and jasmine, and I'm allergic to both ylang and jasmine, so can't use this oil anymore. But if you're not allergic to them and you have the money to buy this oil, I would 100% go and buy this oil. It makes your hair feel so good. I'm sticking to this oil because I'm not allergic to it. It's an amazing oil. The smallest amount goes such a long way. What I do is I put a tiny bit in my hair. I will be showing you a demo, but I do this kind of motion and just rake it right before I go to bed. I put it on sometimes after my hair's dry, but then I put it on again before bed because I don't have silk pillowcases at the moment like I used to, because I had to throw them out. So I'm doing this method at the moment until I can afford new silk pillowcases. Now this next one I still love and use quite often, but I only recently picked it up probably, I'd say 9 months ago roughly, and I started off with we're good. I started off with the Amika, the orange one, which is the Normcore, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced, which is their signature shampoo. I loved this shampoo, but the only thing I'd have to say about this one, for me personally, I feel like you have to use a lot. And I shampoo my hair twice and condition once, and I feel like you gotta use this a lot. But I still love it. Then I swapped over to the Mirror Ball, which I've talked in my recent favorites video. Love this one. It is amazing. Still pretty full, but I go between this one and the next range I'll be talking about after the Mika range, but this one's still amazing. If I had to recommend out of these two, I would recommend this one more than this one, but yes. Another thing that I like to use with this, I don't use the conditioner, I just use the shampoo. Then personally, because I sometimes like to go in with a hair mask more, I'll put a hair mask in, wash it out, and then I'll put in this. It's the Amika Smooth Over. It's a frizz fighting treatment, and I love this, especially during summertime. This is my holy grail, and I feel like everyone needs this, especially during summertime. Okay, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I've never, ever tried Bondi boots. Never. Because what I've always seen online and everything like that, the girls that would use Bondi boots was always blondes and brunettes and not fashion colored hair. I've never seen anyone use Bondi boots with fashion colored hair. Like, it's never popped up on my For You page, or when I searched it, I haven't really seen any. Like, there's probably some that do use it, but I haven't seen any. So when I got introduced to Bondi Boost, it was actually the hair mask, and this is my third hair mask. I need a new one. And then I got a pack that came in with a leave-in mask. So you shampoo your hair, then you do the leave-in mask. And so I got the shampoo and conditioner here, and this is the Rapid Repair and Bond Builder range. This stuff's amazing. I do love this, don't get me wrong, but I only use it when I feel like my hair needs some extra love. So typically when I go and get my hair done, and then when I'm due next for my hair wash day, I'll use this as an added moisturizing treatment, I guess you could put, like an extra dot of love. I used to use, now with what my hair's like now, I put full credit to a lot of this, not all of it, but a lot of it to this hair mask. I do think it has drastically changed my hair. I need a new one, but with the leftover bit and some added extras, I made my own DIY hair mask to kind of keep the vibrant in my hair in between going to the hairdressers, because let's face it, I don't want to go to the hairdressers constantly to get my hair refreshed. Yes, I can do it myself, but sometimes I can't be bothered. I'm just being honest. Sometimes I can't be bothered. I like to go to the hairdressers. I like the head massages. That's why. The only reason I go is the head massage. But anyway, besides the point. Now, this one is my favorite range of all time. But first I want to say, when I do the hair mask, I always have a hair clip, preferably black. I've got colored hair, so preferably black. I have a clip that I like to keep in the shower so I can clip my hair up and just continue on with my shower, then rinse it out towards the end. I also have a comb that I stained because I was intending to use this outside of the shower, but I now use it in the shower, and it's stained when I got conditioner or hair mask on. I'll gently brush my hair. That drastically changed the game for me. I do have to be honest, that drastically changed the game. So if you haven't tried that, I'll definitely give it a go. And I'm not saying like I tug at my hair. Like, you'll just see me gently go up the hair and then just do one, and then I'm done. Outside of the shower though, I use this comb. I use this comb that I got in the pack, and this comb's amazing. I love this comb. Like, I'm not being, like, to be completely real, I love this. I really do. Now, this is my favorite hair care range I have ever used and put on my head. And now, you know, everyone's saying Sabrina Carpenter uses it, and I understand why. Like, ever since it came out and I went, oh, I'm just gonna give it a go, like, I don't think it'll do anything. Oh, it did something. It takes a little bit for you to notice. Like, first wash you do notice something, but after you use it for a while, it drastically changes your hair. Like, I'm being completely real here. I'm not sponsored or anything. I would love to be sponsored by this. Just putting that out there in the universe, but you need to buy this. Boxing Day sales coming up. I highly recommend, English Sam, to buy a pack of these. I highly recommend. So I got the shampoo and conditioner here. Yep, shampoo and conditioner here. They all have percentage. They all have a percentage of their bonding complex. Their bonding care complex is what they have down the bottom, which I think is just the salicylic acid. I probably butchered that, but that's beside the point. The shampoo has 7%. The conditioner has 11%. I recently got the hair mask, which I'm so excited. I love this stuff. Though, I do have to say, I don't like it in a tube. I prefer it in a tub. That's just me personally. Because look how tiny it is to get this stuff out. It takes forever, bro. We're not going to talk about that. It just takes forever, okay? Now this is what I got with one of the first ones, which I'm going to get a new one because I didn't realize I was running out. I thought I used this after conditioner, because originally I thought this was the hair mask because it says hair treatment. I've been using it wrong, and this is my second bottle. I've never felt so stupid in my life. I'm going to be completely real here. I've never felt so stupid. So when I actually, oh my god, I banged it against my head and now there's makeup on it. Ew. Stop getting distracted soon. Anyway, once I actually read the bottle, what I gather by this is that you put this in your hair and leave it in for 5 to 10 minutes, then shampoo, then condition, then use the hair mask. Oopsie. That's all I gotta say about that is oopsie. I do have aftercare, but I'm gonna show you the aftercare after I show you how I use these products. I am going to show you the aftercare after I show you how to use these products, because today is hair wash day, so I'm going to show you how I use these products using my favorite range of all time. So let's get into it.